Welcome to Brainwreck. I'm Jason X.
And I'm Kevin Graham.
And this is the best show on the internet.
You came in a little hot. Part of that may have been cut off.
Well, I can't see, so I'm flying blind.
Can you not see?
I mean, it's a delay. Okay, folks, we're having a little technical difficulties.
Can you not
here.
see me? Can you see
I mean,
me?
I can see you, but like after it glitches after a couple seconds, and then so like I'm not up to date.
I'm in
like
a different universe than you.
Of madness, as some say. Ooh yeah.
Yeah, the madness, brother.
Bro.
What are we doing?
I don't know. Folks, we're here again, live here on the Tube of Views. We've been doing this for 7 years.
Looks fine to me, says Blakely.
Oh, good.
So
that's lovely.
She's trustworthy. I believe it.
Oh, yeah. I trust her with everything.
Good. You should. Motherfucker, really? Wait.
What?
Oh,
What?
like everything just froze.
What just happened?
Everything froze. Are you there? Hello?
I mean, I'm here. I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you see
me?
me?
I can hear you. Yeah, I can see you.
Okay. This is not a good what is literally 5 minutes before we're about to go live, everything just stopped working.
That's right.
I've been sitting here staring at things, getting things set up for an hour.
Right.
Nothing goes wrong. And then suddenly, a gust of wind comes by, and then everything goes to shit.
Well, you see, okay. This is what's wrong with America. Okay.
Oh.
We're pigeonholed into who we can have as an internet provider.
Well,
okay.
Yeah.
There's a monopoly, and I blame Ted Turner for all these issues because Spectrum is awful. It's just terrible.
Is terrible. I mean, it's not great. I feel though that really none of them are great.
I was always happy with Verizon.
Shouldn't it be better?
I was always happy with Verizon.
Really?
We had FiOS. We were it was one of those things where we got FiOS late in the old neighborhood, so it was newer and better.
Okay.
So never had an issue with FiOS. Love the service. Can't get it here.
I mean, the fiber optic's the way to go these days, right? That's
exactly.
what all the kids are clamoring for, you know.
And that's what I want.
Down the tour buses.
And my mother, who lives 3 freaking streets over off the main road, can get fiber. I can't. I'm out of the zone.
I mean, we are primarily AT&T in this whole section of the world. I mean, there's really nobody else out here.
Is it like Texaco?
No, because there's the Texaco down the street, then there's the Chevron, then there's the little mini mart, which just has the old rusted red pumps, and you're I don't know what kind of gas I'm getting out of here, but I still need to go. So something's got to work.
Take what you can get sometimes.
Yeah, I mean,
do you have a loyalty to a certain gas station? Do you specifically go to one?
Whichever is closest.
You're closest. Okay.
Because here's the thing.
So you value convenience more than anything.
Realistically, yeah. I mean, look at. Growing up back in the day, you had your Hess, you had your mobile.
Get them trucks.
You want to see some of my trucks?
You got some trucks?
Do I have some trucks? Let me tell you a tale.
The sir has some trucks. See, I had some trucks too when I was growing up. I mean, he can't hear me right now, but I had some trucks growing up. Had to get rid of them. My dog ate half of. My dog ate the fucking helicopter.
You want some trucks? Here, we got some trucks. Hang on. We'll go off the truck.
I struck a chord, folks. Sometimes some people are so wound up that they can't. Just the littlest thing will trigger them into a complete mental breakdown. And that's what we're witnessing right now, ladies and gentlemen, is a complete mental breakdown of somebody who doesn't get out of the house enough and is very excited to show us his trucks. Holy fuck, that's a lot of trucks.
There's more. You want me to get the rest of them? Shake your head yes if you want. I can get more.
Yeah.
Yeah? Yeah, okay. This is what we're doing.
See, Kevin needs a hobby very badly. He needs to get out of the house.
Right.
Croquet, maybe.
Special ones here. Right.
Frisbee golf. I mean, he lives in Texas. He does need to get out more.
That'd be a flush right there. Right? Oh, we're not done.
And I think,
We're not done.
I feel like this is an issue.
Look at this.
This is.
Oh, God, I'm sweaty. Look at
He has to put all this back, too.
Look at it's just Hess trucks. Hess trucks. Hess truck. Hess truck.
Why? Why?
Hess trucks as far as the eye can see. All right.
Folks, this is what a mental breakdown looks like.
I think we're good. I think we're good. Guys, we're good. Okay.
He really needs to get out more.
Okay. Yeah, hang on. Where am I?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. All right. That's only one collection. I have another one.
The truck is back and it's better than ever.
Bro, I have another collection. That's the entire same set I just pulled out back in New York.
But why?
I don't know. This is what my parents did to me.
You kept them in box.
So here's the thing. Technically, no. So growing up, because I was a kid, and I was given a big truck that was battery operated and it had lights and sirens, I played with those fucking things.
Right.
So these are like opened, out of box, some scuffs, but like they're all still in decent condition. And there's a lot here. I don't know if they're worth any money. You don't
say.
I don't know if they're worth any money, but.
Well, let's see. What was it? Speedway bought Hess.
Speedway bought Hess, and they're still releasing them.
They're still releasing Hess trucks or Speedway trucks?
Hess trucks. Like that plush one I just showed is a 2021.
Oh, you're still getting them.
Have you not figured out why I am the way that I am yet? Like,
we were having a whole conversation while you were doing this.
I figure as much, but like, there's a reason why I am this way. Okay, I just want to throw it out there.
So, okay, I had a few Hess. I mean, I didn't have that, but I had a few Hess trucks
year
growing up
since 1989. I have every single one, plus the minis, plus the special editions. I got a hookup. What can I say?
So you need a display case.
No. No. Listen, there's a limit to the madness, okay? There's a limit to all of that.
Oh, is there?
Oh, brother. Listen, I can keep some things contained. Just push it down and push it into the corner. That's what's going to happen with these after the show. Because they all got to go back, and I got to clear more space.
Why don't you just get rid of them?
I don't want to get rid of them. I like them.
Then why don't you display them?
Because there's so many. Where am I going to put them?
This is a hoarder issue.
This is not a hoarder issue.
This is what this is.
No,
it's a hoarder issue.
Not a hoarder issue.
No.
It's not a problem.
You're not going to display them. You're not going to get rid of them. They're just going to sit in a bin.
Maybe. I mean, I can display maybe like a few of them.
Then what are you going to do with the rest of them? Just keep them in a bin?
No. What I'll do is because like I've got an upper shelf that goes around my closet in there, so I'll just like display them in there. So I walk in and I'm like, oh, look at those.
You see, we are going to do something like that with the wife's Monster Highs because she's kind of in a similar boat where she has series upon series upon series upon series to the point where it's a really hard collection to display because there are so many. But ingeniously, we did find a great way to display them.
Ooh, really?
Yes. So if you're not familiar, Monster Highs is basically like a monster version of Barbie. It's a doll, a fashion doll, if you will. They come in boxes with accessories, and the boxes are, display worthy and everything. So what she did was she took picture shelves. You know, the shelves that like come out, but then there's a little hook
there's that
on
lip.
the end.
That's genius.
The lip. And she got the acrylic ones, so they're see-through,
See?
and
That's
it
the
doesn't
thing.
mess up the box display.
That's fucking brilliant, man.
It was clutch.
Brilliant. See, that's the thing about like especially with like toy and like hobby collectors, is they're going out and they're buying up all the things that are meant for other stuff, like nail polish stands. Like you put like all your minifigs on that, like they're great display pieces. It's like there's a lot of stuff if you like really look hard and do some testing. Like you can get some great display pieces for
Get creative.
Yeah, very creative. But yeah,
Exactly.
Listen, I got other things I need to do before all of this. So,
But again, so like even if you picked like your favorite, like so my favorite was the one with the fucking helicopter
that was cool.
on it, and then my dog ate the fucking blades on the helicopter, and I'm like, this is bullshit.
There was one with like a sports car that was like an early mid '90s one. Like that's dope.
Yeah.
Because the
Yeah,
car was like the spy racer car. Or
I think
the
I
spy
remember
hunter.
seeing that one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Such a weird thing. Such a weird like.
That was something where I feel like the first year they did it, they're like, you know what? Let's do a novelty thing for Christmas. You know, something for like, you know, when the people come in to buy their gas, they'll see a little toy, a little collectible thing. We'll just, you know, put it out there and just see it. And people are like, oh, this is like so weird and stupid. Let's buy it for the kids. And then like they sold out. And they're like, oh fuck, we need to do this every year. And then they start doing all these things that have like nothing to do with like gas stations or like oil tankers. It's like, let's just do like an ambulance or a cop car or, you know, a bunch of fire trucks. And it's like, okay, yeah, like we get it. They all take gas. But why? I don't know. Like, I guess the reason why this is a thing is because people like my parents bought them year after year. And people like me were like, yeah, this is great. Thank you.
It is really like the perfect grandparent gift where like you don't really know your grandchild that well, but like you want to get them something consistent, and you can consistently rely on the Hess truck.
I mean, I guess
like
you can
like,
still know
thing,
your
like,
grandchild and get them.
I mean, you should,
yeah.
But I'm just saying, like that seemed like at least that's where I got. Like I always got them from my grandparents.
Yeah,
and it seemed to me always just like, you don't actually know what I like, and this is a safe gift, but I appreciate it because it's a toy car that lights up.
Oh, see, I always got it. So this is why I have two collections, because I always got one from my parents, and then I would get one from my grandparents, but the one from my grandparents would stay at their house.
Oh.
So you had toys when you go over there to play with.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's fair.
This is my life.
Look at you. Living the best life you can.
Am I?
I mean, that's for you to decide. So
okay. Yeah. It's you know, it's going pretty well.
And I'm trying to live the best life that I can.
Yeah.
But the problem is I'm trying too hard. Oh, let's see. I always thought it was a grandparent gift or a strange uncle gift.
So I should get these for my nephew, is what you're saying?
I mean, you absolutely should.
Because it's coming.
You absolutely should.
I'm pretty sure my dad already like took the reins on that one, but I feel like something. Like I feel like I need to start figuring out that thing to get my nephews every year, so that like they
know what you should know what you should do that would be really awesome, and it'd be completely out of left field. Let's see. I think you need triples. Triples is safe. Triples is the best.
I mean, we could talk.
If you buy the Hess truck,
right,
and then give it a custom paint job every
it's too
year,
much work.
I know for you. Yes, I know. I know.
Listen, we talked a little bit before the show about projects and starting things. I told you.
Well, that's where I was getting to.
Okay.
That's what I was getting to. Or just regift them. There you go.
These are mine.
There it is, folks. That's the real reason. Oh, fuck.
I don't have a problem just because I acknowledge it.
Okay.
Yeah.
But anyway,
Yeah.
I've been trying to do some fixer uppers
Sure. Okay.
around the house. We've got that tax return money.
Yeah.
We've got our settlement money from our insurance claim.
Yeah.
Trying to do some fixing up and things. Problem is, I keep starting new ones and not finishing the old ones.
Oh,
And so now I have like 5 active projects. What the fuck was that?
I have no idea.
I have like 5 active projects going on in my house right now.
Sure.
Like one, we're trying to patch the ceiling that leaked.
Mm-hmm.
So like, not only am I like cutting drywall and putting it up there, but I'm also trying to get rid of the popcorn ceiling that was on there.
Oh, okay.
So I got my little asbestos mask
Yep.
and a broom handle that we've put a sanding block on the end of it, and we're just kind of like going after the ceiling with it. So we're doing that, and then for Mother's Day, which was last weekend. Don't know if you remembered.
Oh, I did.
You did?
I did.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh wait, you were prepared, right? You had
prepared. I
cards.
sent cards out. Made phone calls.
Oh,
Yeah,
nice.
it was all good. Don't worry.
Well, I'm happy for you.
Thank you.
There you go.
Planning ahead.
So for Mother's Day, we took Blakely to a plant nursery.
Oh shit, that's a good idea.
She's been wanting some plants.
Yeah.
She wanted a loquat tree,
Okay.
which I don't know what they are, but she says they're delicious.
I don't know why I'm like acknowledging it like I know, but yeah. Okay. Yeah. Loquats.
So she wanted that, and then so we found this place, and we just were driving, and then we just saw a sign on the road, nursery, and we're like, we'll pull in here. We pull in. You pull in, and it is a one-way road that you have to go to the end of it to do it, which has a circle to get out.
So far,
so you
I
pull in.
hate this story because you said we saw a sign on the road that just said nursery that led to a one-way road with only one way out. And I'm like,
yep,
this is terrifying, but go on.
It gets worse.
Oh, okay.
So we pull in, and we're seeing the plants, and we're like, there's all sorts of. We want to make our backyard our tropical hideaway.
Yeah.
Like, we moved fucking down here for a goddamn reason.
Sure.
Like, give me a goddamn fucking hibiscus. Give me some of them. Give me a pineapple. I don't know. Tropical shit.
Just go to the grocery
That's what
store,
I want.
man.
I want a tropical paradise with a fire pit. And I know Scooter just put out his fire pit, and I've been jealous of all the pictures he's been posting.
Oh, okay.
Of his fire pit. Gotta get me one. But so we pull in, and we get all the way down. We do the circle, and when you get to the circle, you see at the very end is a trailer.
Yep.
And as we're doing the circle, this guy comes out of the trailer, and he gets in his golf cart, and then he drives his golf cart from his trailer over to us, and he goes, "What you looking for?" And we go, "We don't know." And he goes, "Okay, we'll have a look around and let me know." And I go, "Where do I park?" Like, because I'm just like in my van on this one-way road, and he's like, "Yeah, just pull off the road somewhere." I'm like, okay. Cool. Okay. So we get out, and we look around.
This is very Florida, by the way.
It's very Florida. The guy did know his shit, though. Like, that dude fucking loved plants.
I mean,
like,
I bet he did.
I'm sure. Well, 100% he lives there. Like, that's his home.
Yeah.
Secondly, I'm sure he just does this to pay the tax man, and then he just like maybe if he makes $5, he'll go to the bar. He kind of thing.
Maybe he gets a check.
He who the fuck knows? Yeah. But he knew his fucking shit about plants. And so we go there, and previous to finding this nursery, we were going to like Lowe's and Home Depot, and a loquat tree at Home Depot or Lowe's is $200.
Fuck. Which
is a lot of fucking money for a tree that I don't know what it is.
I know.
But so we go there, and we're looking around and stuff like that, and the guy pulls up with his little golf cart and he goes, "Oh, what you looking for?" Even though he just asked that
Sure.
like 2 minutes ago.
Well, yeah.
And then
probably reasons.
the wife goes, "Do you have any loquat trees?" And he goes, "Oh yeah, come on over." And we're like, "Ooh, he's got them."
Okay.
And so we kind of over, and he's got like 5 of these fucking things. And we're looking at them, and they're a little bit smaller than the ones at Lowe's and Home Depot, but not by like a lot. And we go, "Oh, cool." And he goes, and I'm like, how much for the tree? $35.
Okay.
And we're like, "Yes." What else do you have, sir? Kind of thing. And so we kind of go through and we buy another tree.
Mm-hmm.
We buy a cat palm.
Okay.
And then we buy 2 other fucking flowers that I don't know what they are, but Blakely does. So
Yeah.
So there you go. And so we buy these things on Mother's Day.
Yeah.
And then we get them home and we're like, "Oh, we just bought plants. We need to plant them.
Yeah. Or you got to do something.
We got to do something."
Tend to them.
So
you got to get a pot.
and we've been they're a really delicious fruit.
There you
We'll
go.
see.
Yeah.
I'll be the judge of that when it comes. So we had been planning out our backyard and how we want it to look and everything like that. So we're like, all right, well, I guess today's the day. Guess we're rolling up the sleeves and getting started. And literally everything that could go wrong went wrong when trying to do this. So apparently whoever used to own this house had a garden there at one point.
Yeah.
Because we got our tiller. You know what a tiller is,
Yeah.
right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we got an electric tiller, and we're
Okay.
starting to till up the fucking grass, right? And I start tilling, and I'm like, "Huh, this is weird." And then it just like freezes. And I'm like, "Oh, what the fuck?" And so I unplug it immediately and pull it up, and there's fucking like weed guard all under the grass that's now tangled in my tiller. So I untangle, and I'm like, "Oh, that's fucking weird. Like, what the fuck?" And so, like, I go untangle it, and I go at it again, and then it gets tangled again. Now I'm like, "What the fuck?" And turns out, apparently, most of our backyard is sod that they had placed down.
Mm-hmm.
Because they had something there previously. And it's like, okay, well, now we can't use the tiller, which kind of fucking sucks.
Yep.
Because we have a pretty big area that we're working with.
Mm-hmm.
And now we have to rip up all this sod by hand, which sucks. But on the good news is there are some places in our yard that could use some sod. So we're like, we're taking money out of one pocket
and put it. Yeah, there you go.
around, putting it right
Perfect.
back in the other. So there's a little bit of a silver lining to the story.
Yeah, I think we're trying to kill most of ours.
But we're going and we're working and we're working and we're working. And then I'm going through with a shovel and I'm fucking trying to break this shit up. And I hit something and it's a cable. And I'm freaking out because I'm like, I'm going to die for hitting a cable. And A, what's a cable doing here? And
It's just in your
what
backyard.
the fuck? It's in our backyard, yeah.
Is it the internet cable?
I don't know.
Oh.
That's the thing.
Is it big or small?
I mean, it's like a cable. It's like cable that would go into your TV cable.
Okay. Could be internet.
Could be internet, right? We don't fucking know. So but it's already been cut at 2 ends. So I'm like,
Oh wait, so this
well,
is just a loose cable?
no fucking idea. No idea. It just adds to the fucking mystery that is this house and is this fucking backyard. Not only did we find clothes buried in the backyard of a young female woman, and I'm pretty sure that they buried a dog back there at some point.
Oh no,
And among other things that we've found in this house.
maybe they were
but
dressing
now,
up the dog.
Ooh, that's a twist.
I'm just trying to think the better possible option.
Yeah. Some not good shit happened here.
Anywho,
But anyway, So we started freaking out with that, and so we ended up planting uh the two trees and one of the flowers, and we didn't left the other one out.
Mm-hmm.
And then we're like, oh, we'll get to it the next day. Well, the next day we went and bought more plants and didn't plant them. So now we had even more plants that we had to plant because we were excited about what our backyard garden's going to look like. And so the next day we got a few more plants in, but then we went out and bought more plants. And we just keep buying more plants to plant in this garden that's not ready to be planted because we want our fucking tropical hideaway, because I just want what's owed to me. I want what's mine. And I moved here for rest, relaxation, a tropical garden, and a fire pit. Write it down.
This is how it starts, you know. I've seen this happen before.
You have.
Just like you buy one plant.
And
then it just starts multiplying.
Well, that's the hope. Like, you're supposed to do like a sprout, I guess. And then like you give it water, and then it grows and then expands.
Circle of life, you know, like the cows eat the grass, they take a shit, make more grass, more cows eat the grass, that sort of thing. Exactly.
Dude, I've had to explain to my kids more about the circle of life here with all the fucking hawks around.
Bro.
Like
yeah.
Just the other day, a hawk swooped right over us with a goddamn fucking rat in its claws, and my kids were just like, that hawk had a mouse, and I was like, yep, today's his last day.
What a message! What a message for your kids!
It's true.
Suddenly, okay, so Chrissy in the chat, suddenly there are 20 other plants and no one knows where they came from. I mean...
It happens.
It happens.
Well, you think, because we're all like, we watched this one psychopath lady on YouTube who's a professional landscaper. Likely. We need so many more plants. We're going to have to start stealing plants. Now, hold on. We're not stealing anything.
Don't steal plants.
We're not doing that.
Yes.
But we watched this one psychopath lady on YouTube who is a professional landscaper and explained how to, like, you know, do this shit that you're supposed to do. And it's very simple. Like, you just go big to small. Like, who knew? So,
what a weird life.
That's what we're trying to do. Yeah. But like, we're on a budget.
Sure.
And like $15 here, $15 there, 7, 27. It just adds up. It just adds up. And then all of a sudden you've spent like $500 on plants.
Yeah.
And don't have the time to plant them.
You got to buy some low maintenance stuff. That's the key.
Yeah, she had a 16-foot garden depth.
That's too big.
It was fucking insane.
I mean, if that's your thing, that's your thing. You know, dude, you do you. But
I mean, she was professional, so
yeah. I mean,
so I'm balls deep in like 5 projects that I cannot handle.
You need to just finish one. Take it from me.
Okay, but like take it from you, okay?
Yeah, just pick one and focus on that, and then don't go into anything else until that one's done.
Well, I feel like I gotta get these plants in the ground, like.
Well, I mean, they could die, so I guess that's pretty.
And that's wasting money.
Yeah, you don't want to waste money. I mean, we've already learned you're saving money on this whole plant excursion with your lawn care. But
we gotta go back to Jimbo's and go get the rest of our plants there. So
he's gonna become best friends with you. He's like, "Oh, you're back."
He was just like, if you need any help, like setting up your landscape, and let me know. Like he was willing to have a helping hand. I mean, you could smell the alcohol on him, but that part wasn't great. But other than that, he was very nice, very respectful.
I'm sure.
You know,
yeah,
do his shit.
Yeah, just pick one thing.
Okay.
Focus on that. You know, it'll because the whole bouncing back and forth. You know, it's chaotic.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of lists. I like you write it down on the list, you can cross it off, you can feel good about it, that
Yeah.
kind of thing. And I feel like ever since we're like getting the new job,
Mm-hmm.
I've been just going at a million miles an hour
Sure.
nonstop. And I haven't had time to like make a list of anything. I haven't had a time to do this. I haven't had time to do that. And it's, I mean, especially because I was doing school at the same time. Like, it just seemed like you were in the Donkey Kong Country minecart, and you had no fucking control, and you're just trying to jump over the fucking gators.
Hell of a
Like,
metaphor.
I'm a poet.
I mean, that wasn't really poetry. It was.
No, but I did have to write poetry.
Yeah. How did that make you feel?
Uncomfortable. I don't like my feelings.
You. What? Did you have to write about your feelings?
I mean, they wanted you to. Like,
I mean, but like, write about
like,
somebody
oh, I'm
else's
sad.
feelings. Oh, I'm sad. Immediately where you go.
I don't know.
Is it?
Anyway.
Anyway.
So what have you been up to?
I learned a new hobby. Actually,
He does have a hobby,
I do have a
folks.
hobby. Oh, you're gonna get a kick out of this.
Oh, shit.
So
Okay.
like, okay, and I don't know if this is something that like came with age. I mean, I did just turn 33.
Yeah, like a
Yeah.
fine cheese.
Like well, in kind of speaking of cheese, but I've learned very recently that one of my new favorite things to do, okay,
Mm-hmm.
just popping open a bottle of wine, sitting on the couch.
Oh, no shit.
Dude. Like
You
couch
becoming
wine.
a wino?
Oh, bro, wino for life, man. Like,
Really?
yo, there is such a relaxation. There's such a level of relaxation when you just like, what do you want to do tonight? I don't know. It's just like open up a bottle of wine, like sit on the couch, just like watch TV. It's so much better. Like we started. Okay, so like does that count as a hobby?
It doesn't count hobby.
Yes, 100% yes.
Or a problem. One of the two.
I mean, you know, it's only a problem if it's only a problem if you make it a problem, and I think it's a great thing. But
okay,
like, we started rewatching The Sopranos. We're actually watching The Sopranos, as a matter of fact, and which, by the way, great comedy series. Did not expect it to be a comedy, but if you watch that show as a comedy, it's fucking great. But like these last couple of weekends, like, you know, we'll kind of like hang back, you know, a little bit, and like, you know, we'll finish up with dinner, and like, oh, let's like have some wine with dinner, and then, you know, like we're still sitting there, and it's like, like let's watch a couple more episodes, and then, you know, like a little bit more wine. Well, you know what, like this one just ran out. Let's go get another bottle of wine from the cabinet. So we go grab another bottle of wine. We open that up, and just like, dude, like pick out a good show that you can that's just like chill. Crack open a bottle of wine, get yourself some, you know, a block of cheese, you know, maybe like
you gotta get into Julia. That's a good show.
Maybe, okay, maybe, but like
you gotta give it a shot.
Get yourself a block of cheese, maybe like a mozzarella, you know, grab yourself, you know, some sliced meats, you know, like a salam,
a charcuterie,
a charcuterie, sure, you know, get yourself a little salam, a little capicola, a little sopressat, a little prosciutto, you know, mortadella, you know, bust out the dude. When was it? Like
the wife only eats turkey.
You can get sliced turkey. It's fine. If that's your thing.
just some.
Hey, do it your way. You know, do it your way. But like, it's such a different vibe, and like, I was so not a wine guy for the longest
I'm not either.
You can be one. You can be one. Okay, believe in yourself.
Oh, Scooter was gonna watch The Sopranos today. That's weird,
dude. You should start. It's great. So there's like a whole thing, and see, this is why The Sopranos is a fucking comedy show. Okay, Like, for as dramatic as they make it out, like there's literally like moments in the show where there's like a bunch of shit happens, and then it just smash cuts to Tony Soprano sitting on his couch, dipping ham in a jar of mayonnaise, watching TV. Like, how is that not high comedy?
I mean, it sounds like a comedy. I never watched The Sopranos. I never got into The Sopranos. I've never seen The Sopranos.
It's an acquired taste, but like
I hear the ending's bad.
We won't get into that right now, but I only watched like the middle of it, and then I kind of fell off. But like, never watched the beginning. Christy watched somebody watch an episode of The Sopranos on the plane when we were coming back to Austin.
Okay.
And she was like, maybe we would want to watch this. And I was like, sure. It's good from what I remember. First season's great. So many funny moments in it, though. But yeah, like, break out some wine, man. Like, what you really need to do, and so you probably have the same issue that we have down here in Texas, is our wine sucks. Okay.
I mean, I wouldn't know. Like, when I started drinking, I started drinking whiskey immediately.
Yeah. See, that's part of the problem.
Right.
I'll say, okay, I've learned a few things about my alcohol tastes. Number one, a lot of the beers that I didn't think that I like, I actually do. Quality plays a big part in it. But just because, while there are quality like beers and wines and liquors, it doesn't mean that they always have to be expensive. So like, don't always think that quality equals expensive. Because there's a lot of beer down here that I would not have drank in New York that I fucking love down here. It's fantastic. However, the local wines here are pretty garbage. And I learned that yesterday when we were drinking a local wine. Because again, like, I'm not a wine connoisseur, but I kind of know what I like. So like, I break open a bottle of wine because like we just finished one. And I'm going and I'm pouring it. And this is like a really good wine that we've had for a while. And I'm going and I'm pouring. I'm like, oh, there's like little things in there. And Chrissy's like, what are you talking about? I'm like, oh, there's like sugar. And like, I look at the cork and I'm like, oh, there's like little like sugar grains on here. I'm like, that's neat. And she's like, yeah, no, that's not supposed to happen. And I was like, what? No, like the sugar makes it sweeter. She goes like, no. That's no, like that's not good wine if that's happening. If the sugar is crystallizing, like that's not good. And
gotcha.
I was like, but we spent a lot of money on this wine. She's like, yeah, and it's shit. And I'm like, oh, cool. So let me tell you something. You can get a $10 bottle of wine that is perfectly fine. I don't know where I was going.
That's like the what the sangria.
See, I don't like
supposed
sangria.
to be. Okay.
Sangria is gross.
Are you a white or a red?
I'm a red guy.
You're a red guy.
Red guy.
Okay. I don't know what any of this means, so
it's like red is typically you would like red.
I would.
Yeah,
okay.
Because like I feel like that would go more with your palate and the types of foods that you like. Because like you
pizza and cheeseburgers.
Oh hell yeah! Like do a little wine with some pizza. Fucking A. And like white wine is like really good with like seafood, certain pastas, and yeah. See, then you're just like fuck that. You like that? Sangria.
I can see it going well with Alfredo because it's the same color.
You know what though? You're not entirely wrong because a good red wine pairs great with a good medium rare steak. You like that sangria the other night? It was okay. Right? Like every now and then you can get me with a good one, but for the most part, I'm not big on sangria. Christy also says red is more full bodied, white is typically lighter. That's also true. Do you like sweet drink? You like sweet drinks, right?
Sure, yeah.
You might like
drink a margarita.
Do you like? You don't drink ciders, do you? Or do you drink ciders?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Do
No, I
you
like
like? Do
ciders.
you like dry ciders?
I do. I like other ones better, but I do like a dry cider.
Okay. We should definitely get you into some wine.
Ooh.
Oh, I think you would. Yeah, I think you would. I think like because here's the thing, it took me a while to find a wine that I really liked, and then once I found it, like my whole like preference like blew up. It just expanded because like I really found that I like wines that pair really well with steaks. So like there's typically like a little more of like an iron taste to them. Like that was my initial go-to, and then like I started kind of like going to like more like leveled out, more blends, things like that. But like you can get, like I said, you can get like a nice $10 bottle of wine. Just like get yourself like a brick of cheese. Just hang out on the couch,
I mean, I'm lactose intolerant. I wouldn't.
Like that stopped you before.
I had a malt the other day.
Exactly. But like you give me like a gloomy Friday evening, bottle of wine, some cheese, some salam, little TV. It's a hell of a night right there.
Okay, well maybe I can sub out the TV for a nice fire pit. Do a fire pit, go outside.
Okay.
It's beautiful, a little glass of wine. You know, you can roast some cheese on a stick, make kind of a s'more thing with crackers.
Ooh, a cheesy s'more.
Ooh.
How would that work?
Well, you do like it end up like fondue. It'd be like fondue on a stick.
Oh. Okay.
And then you got yourself like some nice Ritz.
Have you ever done
buttery
fondue?
crackers? Yeah, we went to the melting pot before it burned down the mall.
I like Chrissy and I went to the melting. Did we go to the melting pot? Chrissy, did we go to? I don't know. Wait, have I been to the melting pot?
I think you would know.
I don't. Well,
it's a scam.
I feel like we went.
It's 100% a scam.
It's a scam?
You pay $40 fucking to cook your own fucking food? Eat a dick.
Okay. I do recall a lot of that. But like isn't that the whole thing about like fondue is like you're supposed to do it yourself?
Well, yeah, but like okay, it's kind of like fishing at Disney. Like
Right.
you go to Disney and you can go out on a fishing excursion, but like it's Disney. So like, are you really doing the work?
Yeah.
I really don't want to do the work if I'm paying for a fucking fondue dinner at a place called the Melting Pot. Like I'm expecting like hibachi, give me a show. Like do something to where like maybe I put
but like you dip everything in the cheese, don't you?
Well, the cheese or like if they give you the meats, like they give you the hot oil type of thing.
Okay.
And it's like, okay, well, like cook it halfway and then let me like sear it or something. So I'm like getting like kind of an experience, but like I really don't want to do anything.
See, I feel like the moment they got away from just fondue, like the whole thing falls apart. Because like if you're gonna call it the melting pot, and it's like the whole idea is like, oh, come and have some fondue. Like, don't do the whole like do it yourself cookbook thing. Like, just give them the fondue and then bring out like a prepared plate.
We once did a 4-course meal there. It was like we didn't know any better, and we we're like, oh, how does this work? And they're like, oh, you get 4 courses. And we're like, holy shit! Apparently, that was like the most expensive part. Like they just upsold us.
Yeah.
It took us 3 hours. We were there for 3 hours.
Why?
With this fucking 4-course meal because we had to fucking cook everything ourselves.
And isn't like
they gave us
super dark in there too, so like you can't see shit.
It's super dark. They gave us like a hot plate and like a cup of water, and they're like, "Good luck." And there's like 7 of us, so we're all fighting over a place on the goddamn skillet to cook this fucker.
Fuck that mall.
It's a terrible
Fuck
fucking
that mall. That mall fucking sucks. Like,
I mean, I'm pretty sure it's dead now. Scooter, confirm, please.
I mean, but like, what a waste of time and everybody else's money.
Yes,
Like,
exactly.
what good? Like in the long run, like what good did that mall fucking do?
I mean, like, I have fond memories of going there as a kid and riding the
Well,
carousel.
yeah, but okay, pre-expansion, fantastic. But like, I'm talking about like
Mm-hmm.
once they did that expansion, like
Mm-hmm.
it just it sucked. It added a big
I
fucking
mean,
gray wall to 81. That's just terrible
mm-hmm.
to fucking look at. And then they got all these businesses that are bailing mid-lease, so
I mean,
nobody's getting paid.
I saw some good shows at the Funny Bone. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Like,
Yeah, but you could have a comedy
I saw
club anywhere.
Biff.
Well, yeah, but like,
Could I have?
yeah, they would have brought those guys to fucking Funny Bone would have taken over the old Wise Guys spot.
I don't want to go downtown.
Well,
I don't want to do that. Be accosted for money.
oh my god.
No, thank you.
All malls are dead malls. Some you don't know it yet, or some just don't know it yet. Yeah, I mean, I kind of feel like that's what it is.
That's a wise statement from a government
I don't know.
worker.
Like the malls here are actually pretty busy.
We don't have malls here. We only have technically we only have strip malls,
which I don't think that counts as a mall.
It does not count as a mall.
It's kind of weird because the strip mall,
it counts as convenient real estate.
Yeah, but like the strip mall was like kind of a big thing in like the 90s, really? And that was supposed
later than that.
Later than I mean it was like 90s. Plazas.
No, that's strip.
I mean,
no, I think that was building up in the 80s there.
Okay, well, whenever they were, but like they were a thing. I mean, like they were popular. They were hopping and stuff. But
sure,
it was more the convenience. Like it wasn't like a go-to hangout spot. Like down here, there's a ton of like they call them plazas, or like business parks, but they're strip malls. It is like a large layout of like storefronts that are all interconnected with a parking lot. They're strip malls. And then we have two malls that are always busy. I'll give it that. But I feel like now the strip mall concept is really coming back because like people don't really want to go to the mall anymore. Like most people are shopping online. And then the ones that don't want to shop online, they want to go park as close as possible to the store and be in and out.
That they want to go to.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And plus, like,
the only malls that we have here are rich people malls. Like, you go in there and, like, you're spending $5,000. Like you have no choice.
What fucking mall is that?
I mean, we have the International Mall that literally has, like, a K Jewelers and then, like, a Saks Fifth. And, like, so, and maybe, like a fucking Coach store or some shit. Like, you're spending some fucking money if you're going to this mall.
All malls.
That's all we have
Kahunaville.
Here. Put that on a fucking t-shirt.
Put that on a fucking t-shirt for sure. But then they become strip clubs apparently.
Did I ever tell the story? Speaking of Kahunaville.
Oh, I thought you were saying speaking of strip clubs.
No. Speaking of Kahunaville, did I ever tell the story of how I ducked out on meeting my girlfriend's parents to go to a birthday party at Kahunaville?
I know what we're doing for the next 8 minutes.
It's not that long of a story.
No, come on, bring it on. Let's do it.
So I had promised my friend that I would go to his birthday.
Yeah. Wait. What year is this?
Oh, fuck.
And please say like 2010.
No. This was like 2004.
Okay.
2005.
Okay. So,
somewhere around 2004.
Okay.
Definitely.
So you were in high school.
Yeah. So I promised my friend I'd go to his birthday party at Kahunaville.
Sure.
But then, like, my girlfriend at the time's like, oh, we've arranged this whole thing for you to meet my parents and stuff, and they're gonna cook your favorite meal and everything. And I'm like, I don't know what my favorite meal is. Like, I don't. She's like, you like spaghetti and meatballs? And I'm like, sure.
Like, you'd love a red wine.
So yeah, Blakely was dating me in 2010.
Oh my god. I don't know how time works sometimes.
Apparently, we've been doing time wrong. I've learned this recently, but we're gonna get back to that.
Yeah, like oh my god.
So
Yeah.
my buddy was like, he was doing the thing
Yeah.
where like you get like the birthday party thing
Mhm.
at the place, but you're way too fucking old for it. Like
I was gonna say
he was
that's still a little,
he was
yeah.
doing the thing where like you needed like a set reservation number and everybody had to say what they wanted on the menu ahead of time, and you
Mhm.
could only order off the kids menu, and we're like 17, like or whatever the fuck age we are.
Right.
And I'm just like, okay, well, I already committed to this thing, but then this thing is coming up and I don't really know what to do. And at the time, like my friends were giving me shit about like, oh, you don't hang out with us anymore, kind of thing, as fucking asshole teens do.
Sure.
And so like finally it came to like the day
Mhm.
where I'm like, I have to make a decision here.
Oh, a crossroads.
A crossroads.
Yeah.
And literally the thought process was like, I saw her the other day. I'm gonna go over here to Kahunaville.
Oh my god.
That was a mistake.
I mean, but hey, man, sliding doors. Like, who knows what wouldn't have happened, you know, or what could
I
have
mean, in
happened.
the long, in the grand scheme of things, it was absolutely the right decision.
Sure. I mean,
Absolutely the right decision.
like,
Kahunaville,
also to be fair, she was like, "We're gonna make your favorite meal," and you were like, "What's that?" And she was just like, "Spaghetti and meatball."
right?
Like,
Exactly. Like
so, like, she didn't know
a
you clearly.
well, no, and she didn't care. And not only that, but like Kahunaville was gone within like 3 months. Like it was the tail end of
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah.
So like I got to experience Kahunaville. I got a kid's cheeseburger instead of spaghetti and meatballs. So like the menu options weren't that better, but
So win-win.
I guess.
guess,
And
yeah.
then like, oh no, but then because we did like the party thing, I got tokens.
Did you
So
get any
like
prizes?
I got to go to the arcade. What?
I would say, yeah. You go to the arcade, you get any prizes?
Yeah, go to the arcade. So like, yeah,
Get
that
tickets.
total win.
Kahunaville was great because you could beat the shit out of the games there and just like unload all of the tickets that they had.
Yep.
Yeah, like my buddy and I did that a couple of times. Get those big prizes, and they're like, "You got so many tickets," and I was like, "Yeah."
Is this the L we're talking? Yes, it is. Yes, it is, Christy. Yes. But Kahunaville, that's a blast from the past. You can't do that nowadays.
What do you mean?
A Kahunaville.
Yeah, you can.
No, you can't.
Like a
You're out of your
Kahunaville
mind.
specifically, or like the concept?
Well, I feel like, as far as like, I feel like the themed restaurant industry is out the door. What the fuck is that?
That's probably an ATV driving down the road. Yeah,
Okay.
we got a few of them around here.
Oh, all right.
ATV and
Okay.
little dirt bikes.
There you go.
Themed, I think maybe more in the sense of like themed family style restaurants, perhaps, because like technically we have themed restaurants down here that do really well.
I feel like so many people now are more about just trying to make the buck than anything, that they're cutting the costs and nobody wants to fully commit to that theme. You know, no, they're going to cut some corners, you're going to find like a cheesy edge kind of thing. Nobody is going to build a fucking life-sized fucking mechanical puppet tiki man.
So there's a place down here that is a Polynesian restaurant that is completely Polynesian themed and very much in that kind of in a similar style in a way. their reservations are currently booked out through the end of May. You cannot get
Are the
a
owners
table.
Polynesian?
I don't know, actually. They also own a very successful chain of ramen restaurants down here as well.
Oh.
Which Christy and I just went to the other night, as a matter of fact, which is another learning thing that we just experienced.
Okay.
And I don't know if you like caught some of our conversation before the show had started, but we fucking ate the goddamn kids.
Oh, do you have a window open?
No, it's closed. They just zip up and down the road. I don't know what to fucking do.
Your neighborhood, something else.
The neighbors tried to put their garbage in my recycling bin the other day too. It was great. But no, we came to a realization because like we were kind of talking about like, yeah, you know, like sometimes we feel like we get not like kind of stuck in routine, which sometimes gets you stuck in a rut, and you know, like we do. I mean, like throughout the week, like we do have our set schedules. Like Mondays we go play D&D. Wednesdays I do this. Thursdays we do Don't Be an Asshole. Make sure you subscribe. But you know, Monday our D&D session was canceled.
Okay.
So, and like we didn't have dinner plans because of that now. So we're like, yeah, like what if we go out? And like, what do you want? Like, let's go down to Ramen Tatsuya. You know, like let's go. You know, we'll see how how busy it is because typically there's a line out the door and down the block. It's like, all right, so 5 o'clock hits. We drive on over there. We show up. We're the only people there.
Oh.
We're like, oh fuck. We get right in. We get sat. We order some drinks. We order our food. It gets brought out immediately. We sit. We eat. We drink. Like, shit, it's only 5:45. Like, you want to go to like get a coffee or something? So we go to this other place. We go. We sit down.
Ooh, coffee date.
And then this is a campgrounds. And speaking of theme, it's a campgrounds themed coffee bar.
Okay.
So we go, we get
You
some
guys
coffee.
sit on a log?
We go and we sit out on the patio. No logs in this place, unfortunately.
Okay.
Sit in the patio, drink our coffees. We're like, it's only like 6:30. Do you want to go to the cider arcade? Sure. So we go to the cider arcade. We play some arcade games because we've got the monthly passes. And at this point it's like 7:30. We're like, do you want to go home? Sure. And it was like we did all this shit. And we're like, fuck, like you can go out and like still do stuff.
Yeah.
It's like you have and like this is one of those things where like we were so focused on these like routines and schedules that like we forgot like, yo, like we can go out in the world and do a bunch of shit and still be home by 8 o'clock to have our wine and Sopranos night.
You guys are ridiculous. Like you don't even have to like worry about softball practices and fucking goddamn school recitals and all sorts of shit. Like you guys, the world is your oyster.
The world is still our oyster, and I think we're gonna go try to slurp some down here soon. So
you should rip open them muscles and slurp them up.
Yeah, that's exactly. Gotta go yell at my neighbor a little bit.
Don't choke on a pearl.
I mean, I'm not really big on oysters, anyways. Like,
I don't do seafood, so
I know you're allergic or some shit.
And on that note,
hey folks, listen, we do this show each and every Wednesday night right here on youtube.com/BrainWreckTV. Make sure that you are subscribed to this channel. We got some stuff coming up here real soon that I'm trying to put together, so be on the lookout for that. Ring that notification bell so you know each and every time that we go live.
Yeah, we're like halfway through the month.
I'm trying to teach myself After Effects right now.
Oh, have fun.
Yeah, it's
a learning curve.
Yeah, I'm not thrilled about it. I might be putting together some quick Canva motion graphics just for a quick patch. A couple things I got in the mix right now. But yeah, we do the show each and every Wednesday night. We also do Don't Be an Asshole, which is the internet's favorite game show. It's the show where we read Am I the Asshole stories right here on air. That's 10/9 Central. The chat gets involved. They get to give their judgments and what they think. We tell stories and joke around and have a good time. It's a great time. Come in, have a laugh, put up your feet, relax. It'll be cool. We've also got a
Have some wine.
whole art. Have some wine. Tell us what your favorite wine is. Let us know what your favorite wine is down in the chat.
I need some suggestions,
yeah,
apparently.
Yeah, we're gonna put you through, but don't drink any local wines. Like Florida, if your
we should
pizza
do
is
like
anything
we
like
should
your
do one
wine,
of those things where we get blindfolded, and then we do wine things.
no, we just need to go on a wine tour.
Okay,
That's how
wine
you
was better
figure
for
it out.
content, though.
We've got a whole archive of content. This is a lot of fun. There's so many things. Gwen puked again.
Mhm.
God damn it. We got to go clean up my cat's puke. I think our cat might be a little sick. So yeah, that's all I got.
That's right. And so for this week, I've been Jason X.
I'm Kevin Graham.
And this has been your show.
Peace.